So here's the rules.
Right.
We have to both agree on where each movie falls on our tier list. S being a masterpiece, right? No issues whatsoever. It's a perfect film.
Okay.
A being, oh, incredible movie. It's great. B being like, yeah, it's pretty good. Like, it passes. C is kind of just like, I think, like, flat.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, it's okay. D is like, it's not that good. And then F is like the lowest of lows.
All right.
And we get one free pass because we have to agree. However, there are things that I know we will not agree on. So you do get one free pass to move it where you think it should go for a movie. If that makes sense. So
And there can
go.
be multiple in each tier, right? If we want.
Yes, multiple in each tier. Yeah, exactly that. Okay, so are we ready? And I put them in order from 1978 all the way up to ends.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Halloween. The most difficult one. I wonder where it can go.
I mean, I think that's F tier. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's pretty F tier. Let's be honest. All right, I'm moving on. No, I'm just kidding. That is obviously here.
Yeah.
It's so funny seeing now that Ends is out. Everyone is making their rankings, and everyone is just the original is at number 1, and Resurrection is all the way at the bottom on every list.
I love that.
All right, Halloween 2.
Halloween 2.
Now this one is difficult. Because I don't think it's necessarily great, but I don't think it's necessarily bad.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of good in it. And we went behind the scenes. It's almost like amazing that this movie was even made, considering everyone on board was just like, yeah, I'm here for the paycheck.
Yeah, literally.
And John Carpenter didn't even want to make it. And he drunkenly wrote the script in one night and handed it to him. They were like, really? This is it?
Yeah, this one is a tough one
this
because I feel like, it's not that bad, but it's like, it also was like the precursor to all the sequels and the reason that they were made the way they were.
Yes.
So
It created the whole family subplot.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I would be comfortable in C. I know I like it a little bit more than you do.
Yeah.
Like, I would put it in B.
Yeah.
But I also like schlocky slashers, and I think this is Halloween 2 is the most schlocky slasher of all of them.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I'm comfortable with B, but if you want to put it in C, I'm okay there too.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like a strong C. It's like almost to B,
It's a
but
strong
not
C.
quite.
We're very indifferent, yeah. Okay. Now, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. This, I've noticed when I've seen other people's lists, is probably the most divisive, where you will see it almost all the way at the top or all the way at the
That's
bottom.
so weird to me. Oh.
And it's so bizarre
Yeah.
to me. And again, we've kind of come to the conclusion that the reason people like Halloween is Michael Myers. So if the less Michael Myers is, the lower the ranking it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
But, I mean, I think we both love it. I think A for me.
I'm gonna say it's... I don't know. It's more of a B for me.
What?
Yes.
It's a B?
It's more of a B for me.
Are you serious?
No, I am serious. I'm not joking.
It's an incredible movie.
No, it is, but I don't know. I feel like there are better ones that go in A to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This hurts me.
It's
This
a
hurts
strong
me.
B, though. I mean, I think...
I think it's a strong A. Honestly, if it didn't have the really forced age gap relationship, it would go in S
Oh, yeah,
for
no,
me.
that's my problem entirely with it, really, is the main character and then, the weird...
The main character is totally unlikable.
Yeah, I like the ideas in it and everything, but,
Okay.
you know.
You got me there. And I think the protagonist is a pretty strong anchor point for whether you like a movie.
Oh
or
yeah,
not.
absolutely.
So, okay, fine, B. All right. Moving on, and this is where I think this is going to be the most complicated of these next three.
Yeah, for sure. Especially 4.
Halloween 4. I really like Halloween 4. I know we talked about it. I have a lot of personal attachment to this movie because this is the one that was always on TV, like around Halloween time. And so it was just always on TV, and I would always remember like coming home from trick-or-treating, and like this would be on TV as I'm like going through my candy and stuff. So I have a very strong personal attachment to this movie, and I like this movie a lot. I would be comfortable in A or B.
Okay.
Because this is the one that introduces a lot of interesting concepts that the later ones completely fail to execute or just entirely retcon.
Yeah, and it has a very spooky atmosphere.
Yes, the atmosphere is incredible in this one.
Yeah, I agree. I'm honestly, this is another strong B for me.
Strong B? Okay. I'll take that.
I mean, you can change it if you want. You don't have to do what I'm saying, but that's where I would put it.
But I mean, the thing is, this movie is very flawed as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a perfect movie, but like, I mean, there's one part where they get his mask wrong.
Oh God.
They just forget to use the right one.
His mask does not look good in this. It looks weird as fuck.
His masks do not look good up until Rob Zombie's. They actually get progressively worse.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Halloween 5.
This is pretty easy for me.
Okay, wait, I'm curious. Are you saying F?
No, I'm gonna say D.
You're gonna say D? Okay, I was gonna say D too. I think our reasoning is there's really not much plot
Yeah.
at all. And they like I said, they retcon, like Halloween 4, the ending is Jamie, like the evil passes on to Jamie and she stabs her mother. And then you're like, oh, okay, that's cool, like a killer child. Michael Myers has moved on. But then they're like, no, actually, no, she's good now. she's just mute, and she has like Voldemort visions of Michael.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but I mean, we follow some of the most unlikable and annoying characters I think in the entire franchise.
Oh my God, yeah.
Next to Resurrection, and it's just aimless, and Michael really doesn't have any goals or motives, really.
It's like, and the dialogue is really bad too. Like, it makes sense a lot. Like, someone from Europe was writing this because it like the way the American teens talk to each other in this is like so awful. It's like unbelievable.
Yeah. And this is like one of the horniest movies too.
Oh my God, yeah, that whole barn scene that goes on for way too long. Good Lord.
Yeah, it's like fake scare after fake scare after fake scare. I do like the weird buddy cop comedy duo they had, but then they never like, you get like 2 slide whistles when they make a joke, and then they never do another bit together.
Yeah.
The rest of the movie, like they don't commit to it, which is a shame.
That's the problem with 4 through 6.
Right.
They just they
don't
they're
commit.
not silly enough.
They tipped. Yeah, they present schlocky ideas, but they play them safe.
Right. Yeah.
When they should just full send
Exactly.
it. All right, Halloween 6, The Curse. This is a tough one because personally, I don't think this is a good movie at all. However, this is one of those movies where you question every creative choice. Like, it seems like every creative choice they made is the wrong one, and in that way makes it incredibly entertaining.
Yeah.
Where I know watching it, we were just fascinated.
Oh yeah. At the same time, though, I feel like the previous movies really wrote them into a corner, where they're like, how do you answer these questions in a satisfying way? All the shit that you set up in 5 and somewhat 4, but mostly 5, and it's like, I guess they did their best, but their best was still really bad. Like, I would put it Like, it's a D for me, right next to Halloween 5. Honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's a D. If they again, well, I mean, they do kind of, I guess, do what they didn't do in 5 is they do kind of full send some of the schlocky ideas, where we get like Michael in a weird cultic, evil lab, which is funny.
Yeah, no, that's pretty.
So,
that was pretty funny.
Yeah. And the amazing final appearance of Donald Pleasance, which never fails to make us
Oh my
laugh,
god, yeah.
which is probably the worst like send off and in memory of and probably film history.
It's definitely the funniest Halloween movie. Like,
Yes.
this would be an S tier
Yes.
if it was going by comedy.
Yes. Yeah, that's
That
for
and Paul
sure.
Rudd's performance in this movie is god awful.
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's
so
terrible.
bad.
Yeah, I don't know if there was much direction going on.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
All right, another tough one is H20.
Oh my god.
I like H20. I know I like it a bit more than you do. This is one of my preferred Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie kind of arcs. But it definitely does lack in the horror side. Michael looks goofy.
Yeah. He looks really bad.
He always looks like that image of like someone going to like their parents' room at midnight and they're like, I threw up. Like that's what he always looks like.
That is so accurate.
But it's not a bad movie
No.
by any means. And we do have to admit this is probably one of our favorite endings.
Yeah. No,
Halloween
yeah,
movie.
honestly. Oh, this is a hard one.
I'm comfortable with A or B.
I think that
But
this
I know
is another strong
I know
B.
you're not B, a
Yeah,
strong B. Okay.
I think so.
Halloween's franchise seems like it has a lot of pretty good movies.
Yes. Unfortunately.
All right. Now, one that I don't even think we need to
Yeah.
argue. I think I can just move it right here.
Yeah.
Probably the worst. Honestly, I wouldn't even call it a movie. I'd call it an insult. It just doesn't make any sense. It completely retcons the perfect ending H20 had. And it is just offensive.
Yeah. It's disrespectful to the fan base and anyone who likes movies, really. It's awful.
And it's so bizarre. This was also directed by the guy who did Halloween 2.
The hell, really? The fuck? That's
Yeah.
bizarre.
Yeah, that's why people are like, how did he fuck up this
Because it's
hard?
not. Oh, I guess it is like a little scary, but like, wow, that's crazy to me. He fell really
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. That's why I think maybe Halloween 2 was just lucky.
Yeah, honestly.
All right. Moving on to the next controversial one.
God.
Rob Zombie's Halloween. Now, I would say this is a strong A for me. I know you don't feel the
Yeah.
same way. I genuinely like the origin story they gave him. I think it's really well done. I love Loomis in this. I love the violence. It's incredibly hard to watch. I love the ending. I just love everything about this movie. It's not an S for me, but it's definitely an
Yeah.
A. So what are your thoughts?
You know what? I would put it in an A.
Wow.
I would.
Okay.
I like it better than Halloween 3, 4, or H20. So I think it goes there. It's appropriate.
Nice. All right. The next one. I'm using my free pass. That's the only reason why this rule exists. Because of my
oh
love
my god.
for Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I honestly think it is my favorite Laurie. It is my favorite arc of Laurie. I think it is one of the best depictions of trauma in horror. Because every horror sequel always goes for the trauma right? And all of them are very like just plain. Like, oh yeah, I'm all sad because this thing happened to me. And then the second the killer shows up, they're like, all right, I'm ready. Where Halloween 2 just shows Laurie getting worse and worse
Yeah.
falling to like alcoholism and drugs, lashing out on her loved ones, just completely self-destructive.
Yeah, I love the dynamic that her and Daniel Harris's character have, Annie.
Yes. Yeah, and it's the most tragic. Annie's death is the most tragic in the entire franchise for me.
Yeah, probably the only time a Halloween movie has ever made me tear up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it got that reaction out of me. So I'm actually okay with it being an S. I don't.
Oh,
I
hell
probably would
yeah.
put it as a very strong A normally, but you know what? S, I can deal with that. I can deal with that.
Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. Now, this alone, these two movies in these spots here would probably make half of the fan base want to kill
Oh yeah,
us.
I feel like the other ones aren't that controversial, but yeah, these ones are.
Yeah.
For sure. And then I bet Halloween, where we put Halloween Ends, is gonna get.
Yeah, that's going to be the big one. All right. Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
You know my feelings about this. I'm not too big of a fan of Laurie in this one. I think it's a bit too on the
Yeah.
nose. Michael stuff is great. For me, it would be a B. But I know you like this one a lot more.
Yeah.
So what's your thought process?
Okay, I'm glad you were gonna put it as a B because I thought you were gonna do C. Okay.
No.
But yeah, this one goes into the A for me. I think.
Okay.
A little bit above.
I'll take it.
Rob Zombie's original, but as far as enjoyment level goes, you know. Because I think.
Okay.
I mean, especially after seeing Halloween Ends and how much I like that, I really like that film. It's a great film. It was the return to form for the Halloween franchise.
I mean, yeah, it was, really. It was like really the first good sequel.
Yeah, and it made Michael Myers scary again, and he hadn't really been...
Made him cool.
Yeah, he hadn't really been scary in his own conventional way since the 1978 one. The Rob Zombie and Michael Myers ones were scary. It's
totally
different.
different.
Yeah. But this was
Yeah.
like back to his roots. Like Michael is like actually terrifying and like a force of nature. So, I think
And they cut out a lot of the schlock, which I appreciate.
yes, yeah, definitely.
They even shut down right away the whole sibling relationship.
I know. I love that whole conversation at the beginning of that movie with those kids.
Yeah.
It's like pretty smart and seems very self-aware. I've always liked that.
Yeah. All right. The next most controversial. We say that about everyone. Halloween Kills. Now, I personally am comfortable with F, but I will acknowledge that it has some decent ideas.
It does, yeah.
And the kills are good, so I would be comfortable putting it in D, but I think you may feel a little bit higher
Yeah,
about
I was
it.
gonna go C.
Oh, see, that hurts me just to move my... Like, I genuinely cannot stand this movie. But...
It is annoying.
okay.
It is annoying, but like I at least can see I like the ideas in it. I think that's where we differ on it. I think I see what they were doing and trying to go with it, you know, and
Yeah.
it was just badly written. The dialogue is fucking obnoxious, though. I still can't get over that.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't know how many times... and I've said this over and over. Like, I've seen all these movies. I know that Michael Myers kills those teenagers in 1978. Halloween Kills. We need to make a drinking game out of the Halloween Kills. Of just how many times they mention the murders in 1978 and explain what Michael Myers did. Take a shot every time they say evil dies tonight.
Or take a shot anytime you see Laurie in a hospital bed, too.
Yeah, oh my god. That's another big complaint with this movie is like people say ends like, oh, like they did nothing with Michael Myers. They did nothing with Laurie in Kills.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
No, nothing.
Half the movie she doesn't even realize Michael's alive. It's just her laying in a bed and people telling her to stay in the bed.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm gonna get out of this bed.
It's definitely a movie that was meant for those people who like love Michael. Like it because I feel like they knew what was coming with Ends and they needed a movie to kind of satiate those people, or be like, see, Michael is badass. Wow, look at him. He took out a whole crowd of people. Wow.
Yeah, he took out an entire first responder team.
Yeah, he did. He pretty much eliminated the half of the population of Haddonfield.
Yeah, right? All right. Now, for the end.
Yeah.
We are both in the minority. We both really like this movie. I'm comfortable. This is a solid A for me. Like, I don't think it's perfect.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say A as well.
All right. It is definitely one of the most entertaining of all of these. and it does a lot right.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. I don't know. Like, people say the ending wasn't satisfying or anything.
Oh, I thought it was incredible.
Oh yeah, especially after watching 13 of these movies, like, it felt like it was a long time coming, just to see Michael be fucking killed in that way, so brutally and
just slow torture.
Yeah, basically. And I still really like the whole Corey thing.
Yeah, we're Corey heads.
Oh
here.
yeah, I really did like his character. And then Laurie was wonderful in this movie. I loved Laurie, and she had a great, satisfying ending. Yeah, I think this is a really solid A. I like it almost more than 2018, but I haven't really quite decided.
Me too. Yeah, I would need to give both a rewatch. But definitely, yeah. All right, that's it. I mean, honestly, I was expecting it to be more lower. I never realized how even all the movies are, kind of.
Yeah, I think because we're fans of it, so we can kind of see the more positive aspects of it. Just because, you know, even Halloween Kills has some redeeming stuff to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think someone who maybe was never grown up, because we're lifelong Halloween fans, so someone I think who has never grown up with Halloween would probably put almost all of these movies in D or under.
Yeah.
Which is very valid. That's just the weird relationship you have with the franchise.
I know. Where do you think the steepest drop off in quality is? I think it's below C. That's where it starts to get like 2 out of 10, like 1 out of 10 territory.
Yeah, like D for me is like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 out of 10, and F is just like 0. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing there. Like, I can't think of a single good word.
The Michael Myers mask does look better than H20, I will say that. But it's not scary, and it's stupid. We can't reiterate that enough.
You see Busta Rhymes karate kick Michael Myers. So
I saw somebody saying that it makes no sense. It makes more sense that Busta Rhymes would be able to beat up Michael than it was Corey Michael in the sewer when he took his mask.
That's stupid.
No, because I don't know, people just didn't watch the movie. Like, Michael could barely stand up at the beginning.
Yeah. And people forget how fucked up Michael gets at the end of Kills.
Oh, yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. He gets, like, fucking shot a couple times and stabbed in the back of the neck. Like,
yeah. And he also took out an entire team of firefighters earlier, and those are strong men.
Oh, yeah, no.
And you also have to remember, Michael's probably, what, like a 60-year-old man?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah.
He's not in his prime.
It's that 4-year time gap, I feel like, makes up for it. And then the fact that how much he went through in 2018 in Kills. Like, that dude would not be a healthy individual after that.
Yeah. Maybe if you seeked medical treatment.
Oh, yeah.
You would have been a bit better, but no. You know, that whole side of his body was probably just infected and full of pus.
Yes.
All right. Well, that concludes our tier list. If you absolutely are angry at us, comment that.
Yes.
Let us know.
Let us know how stupid we are.
Yeah. Let us know how terrible our opinions are and why your opinions are better. So thank you for watching, and check out our podcast where we talk about all of these movies in depth, much more than any sane person I think should.
Yeah, and again, total we spent like fucking 8 hours on all these movies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Easily.
I mean, we spent a full hour just talking about kills. It feels like, and it's mostly just me talking about how much I hate Tommy Doyle. Let us know what you think in the comments, and thanks for watching.